What up, world? It's Trevor for 12 Health and Fitness, certified personal trainer, and welcome back to the channel. Alright, so for today's body weight only exercises, we're going to be targeting our chest. Chest is going to be very easy to target because all we're going to be doing basically is push-ups. However, we're not just going to be doing one type of push-up, we're going to be doing 3 types of push-ups. There are many different variants of the push-up that you can do. You can do a Spider-Man push-up, you can do Superman push-up, you can do elevator push-ups. There are so many different types of push-ups that you can do. However, we're just gonna stick to 3 of them, plus one extra one, which is an isometric hold. Now, before we get into this, I just wanna talk about one thing. And that one thing is we're going to need one piece of equipment for this. You can use your stairs, you can use a bench, you can use a laundry basket, whatever you need just to get your feet elevated off the ground or your chest or hands, shoulders elevated off the ground, because we are going to be doing a incline push-up, a decline push-up, a normal push-up, and the last one that we will be doing is a isometric chest press and squeeze. So we're going to be squeezing our hands together and just extending them out, really focusing on getting our chest contracted. All right, now that all of that has been said, let's get straight into the exercises. Okay, so for the first exercise that we will be doing is going to be the most difficult exercise that we will be doing because the upper chest is the weakest part of the chest, at least in most people. And to target our upper chest, we will be doing a decline push-up. So we're gonna wanna make sure that we have our feet elevated off the ground, so we are now in a decline position so we can target our upper chest. As you can see here, I want to then put my arms out if I was doing a normal push-up. However, when I come down to the ground, because my feet are up in the air, I will be targeting my upper chest. My face is going to come down to the ground. Please do not hit your face off the ground, as that will hurt and you might chip a tooth or break a nose, and we do not want that happening. So all I'm going to do is press exactly straight up and then come back down nice and controlled. You don't want to come down too fast. As I said, you'll hit your face on the ground and that's not very fun. We'll come down nice and controlled and then straight back up and just continue on through. This will target not only our chest, but again, like I said, it'll target our upper chest. And because our upper chest is usually the weakest part of our chest, this is the most difficult exercise to do, and you always want to get the most difficult out of the way first. Now, if you do not have a bench, you can use another piece of equipment, whatever it is, to get your feet elevated off the ground. And the higher your elevation, the more difficult your push-up will be. But we're looking for around a 30-degree incline or decline, because we are going to be using the exact same piece of equipment to do our incline push-ups. All right, now that we got the hard decline push-up out of the way, it is now gone. It is time to hit the next push-up, which is going to be your standard push-up. When you want to get into position here, you want to be in a high plank position. You do not want your arms too far wide apart. You want them just outside of shoulder width. You're going to want your thumbs to be just underneath your chest cavity as well, or in line with the bottom of your chest. You do not want them too high up or too far down, as it's going to make this push-up very awkward or difficult for you. All we are going to do is come straight down to the ground, holding that very stiff plank position. We're going to want our chin or nose just to touch the ground, or 1 inch off of the ground, and then we are going to push back up, feeling like we are locking our elbows and trying to squeeze our biceps together. That will really get a good contraction of the chest, and then we're just going to release that and go back down to the ground and then push ourselves back up. If this push-up is a little too difficult for you, you can opt in to drop down to the knees and then do it from there until you are strong enough to get into that full plank position. And that is going to be your standard push-up. And moving on to the easier push-up is going to be the incline push-up. So now we are going to be on an incline. So we're going to stand on our feet, we're going to lean against an object, making sure that we are on an incline. Hopefully you're using that same bench or bed or whichever piece of equipment you decided to use. And when we do this, we're going to adapt the exact same standard push-up style. We're in that high plank position. We're going to press down to our chest, and then we are going to press up and forward, making sure that we are trying to squeeze our biceps together to get a really good contraction of the chest. Now, again, like I said, we are looking for that 30-degree angle or around there. if you want to make this more difficult, all you have to do is just increase that angle, or actually decrease that angle so you get closer to the ground. The closer you are to the ground, the more you're moving from the lower chest and you're moving more to the mid chest. Just remember that. All right, now we are on to our last exercise that I will be showing you, which is going to be the prayer chest press. At least that's what I call it. And why do I call it that? Because we're in this position where it looks like we're getting ready to pray. So our palms are going to be together in front of our chest. We're going to squeeze in our palms as hard as we can. Once we do that, we will feel our chest activate. And all we're going to do is press our palms forward with our fingers pointing directly in front of us forward, keeping our chest activated, contracted. You're going to feel very uncomfortable during this because of all of that pressure you're putting into your chest. Once you're fully extended out, now all you have to do is bring it back to the chest. But nice and slowly, again, making sure that our chest stays contracted. There are some variants to this, as you can do a Y prayer chest press. And why is it called a Y prayer chest press? Is because we're going to be making the letter Y. We're going to be drawing that out. So we're going to start from the middle. We're going to go down towards our abs, making sure that we keep our palms as tight together as possible and pressing in, creating all that pressure in our chest. Once we're in that bottom position, we're going to raise it straight in front of us all the way up to our front position, no longer near our chest but far away from our chest. And then we are going to either go to our left or right shoulder and then bring it back down to center and then go to our right or left shoulder again, the opposite side, whichever you chose. Now, depending on your ability, you can do whatever you feel most comfortable with. If you feel like just doing a straight press, do a straight press. If you feel like you should be doing the Y press, do the Y press. If you just want to work on your bottom up to mid, do the bottom up to mid. Or if you only want to work the upper sides of your chest, then you just do the very top part. Again, this is very dependent on who is doing this and what you feel like doing. Alright, that is it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and for those of you who are new here, I really hope that you have learned something new and you can use this during your workouts. If you guys did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe for more content, share this with your friends and family. It would be greatly appreciated, and remember to give it your maximum effort, because you're stronger than you think.